Christian life is like. We're going to be under attack more and more. Don't think it's going to get better in America. My grandchildren don't live in the same place that I live in, the same way. But this is what the Christian life is all about. Jesus said, if the world hates me, it's going to hate you. With the implication that if it doesn't, you're doing something wrong. Can you have your leader be hated and you be loved? He was hated. We have to teach our children this at confirmation. When we raise our kids in the Catholic faith, they have to know and understand these things. For example, I had a young boy that wanted me to be his confirmation sponsor. And I told him, we had helped their family come into the church. They were very anti-Catholic. We spent time with them. They came into the Catholic church and they said, would you be our son Matthew's sponsor? I said, no. And they said, why not? I said, because I travel too much. For example, I'm not even going to be home this year, one weekend between now and Christmas. They said, can you be a sponsor? I said, no. And they said, please, just meet with him once. I said, okay, I'll do that one time. We set up a date and I said, I have to make this memorable. I had just finished filming our documentary on the Apostolic Fathers called Apostolic Fathers, Handing on the Faith. And I had bought a big Roman helmet with a red brush like the centurion. And I had bought a 4-foot sword. It was the real deal. You could kill someone with this thing, and a scabbard. And when I heard that boy was coming, I went and put a big red blanket pinned it over one shoulder. I put that helmet on. I put the scabbard on and the sword, and I hid in the shadows of my front porch. And that little young man named Matthew, he gets out of the car, and, diligent parents never leave until they see the son in the front door, when you're babysitting or something. And so he's kind of shuffles up to the front door like this, and I'm standing in the shadows, and right when he gets to me, I pull the sword out, and I run at him, and a cape is flying, and I put the sword right at his chest, and I pushed him against the wall, and I said, Matthew, are you ready to die for Jesus Christ right now? If not, don't waste my time. I'm a busy man. I said confirmation is serious business. When you become confirmed, you're saying that I'm ready to be a Catholic, not because Mom and Daddy are a Catholic. You used to say I go to Mass because Mom and Daddy make me go to Mass. Well, now you're going to go to Mass because you are a man. You're taking Jesus Christ for yourself, and you have to be ready to die for him right now because I'm not going to waste my time with you otherwise. And he said, I will. And his parents were in the car. Their eyes were big. Oh, man. And they said that boy told everyone he talked to for the next 6 months about that experience. I think every parish should have a sword. But the fact is, if you're not raising your children in this way, if you're not teaching them what this is about, they're not going to stay Catholics. We'll lose half of our kids by the time they're out of college, because we haven't taken the time to impress upon them, no pun intended, the reality of what we're doing. And remember that when you are confirmed a Catholic, and especially if you are ordained as a priest or you take vows as a sister, when that oil is put on your forehead, that bishop also puts a bullseye on your chest. Because you are now going to stand out as the target of that despised Catholic Church. The ones that tell everybody else what they should do and what they should believe.